They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see. Stanford. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for the...
Wide open on the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Wants to pass. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Looking to throw, it's Rex Steiner. Throws for the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. Finds a man in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls have this offense rolling.
Here we go. Kill. 221 wing. 221 wing. Kill. Hold it ready.
Back to throw. It's Rex Steiner. Finds his man. It's McGee. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw again. Right down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now, this guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensive...
There he goes! And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hand off from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass on second down. Steps away. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Rex Steiner. Throwing right. He makes a catch. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
Let's go, let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bravo. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
To the air on first down. Fires left. Got him downfield. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Here we go, here we go.
Might be calling a hot route.
Ready? On the ready. Ready.
To the air, it's Rex Steiner. Here's the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal.
Ready.
It's complete to the left. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but then scores on the sneak.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He turns it loose to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Brings it in down the left side. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Third down play from the gun. On target. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. The throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Back to throw, it's Rex Steiner. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the big fella. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window would...
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays. In the secondary, eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man to the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Stanford quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Cardinal! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Recksteiner. They're working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. It's a seam wide open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. Pulls in the deep ball.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Scanning the field, it's Rex Steiner. Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal.
Shadow!
He wants to throw it. And he will score! Touchdown Owls! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it at the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The offense changing the play. Off play action on first down. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Rex Steiner. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Owls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, they're after him. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Rex Steiner. He's got it on the run. Made a defender miss. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Owls trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
The snap sets up to throw. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work.